an amount to you just based on where you're from, what side of town you're from. If we're not careful, the world will try to assign a value to you if you don't know your own value, if you don't know your own worth. But not only that, when you don't know your own value, you'll sell yourself short. You will sell yourself short. The way of the world, the idea of the world, the strategy of the world is to buy low. Whatever you buy, pay as little as you can for it. Whatever you acquire with the least effort possible. And the world will do that to you if you don't know what you're worth. You let the world do that to you if you don't know what you're worth, if you don't know what your value is. Everybody loves a sale. Everybody loves a bargain. Everybody loves a closeout deal. Everybody loves a clearance sale. But some people, even people in the church, know so little about their value. They value themselves so lightly, they put themselves on sale. But I wish just to see it for ourselves, you could go home and look in the mirror and see what sign you've placed on yourself. Would you see a for sale sign? Would you see a sign that says 30% off? Would you see a sign that says closeout deal? Would you see a sign that says bad credit, slow credit, no credit? It can be yours today. Would you see a sign that says clearance? Would you see those signs? And there are a lot of people who have put themselves on clearance. There are some men and women, and there's some men and women in this world. I love to say it. I love to say it. And there's some people in this world who love to sell too. Some people, even so much, they don't want anything unless it's on sale. And that includes you. If you have pride and you have self-esteem, they don't want you. If you believe anything good about yourself, they don't want you. They only want somebody who's beat down. Somebody who's downtrodden. Somebody who won't speak up for himself or herself. Someone who won't stand up for himself or herself. There are some people in this world who don't want you unless they see clearance sale. Everything must go. Scratching didn't sale. I've been wounded. I've been hurt. So I have to take anything now. Just come along and talk to me the right way. And you can have whatever price you name. Even things they don't really want. Even things they don't really want. I was at Target the other day, last night, and there was this, it was a cat. It was a baseball cat. It said, world's greatest dad. What kind of cat? It wasn't my color. And it had a t-shirt wrapped up with it. The whole combo. $3 on clearance. The shirt wasn't even my size. I picked up that thing and I walked around with it for a while and kept looking at it. And I eventually put it back, but my whole reason for picking it up in the first place was just because it was on sale. Just because it's cheap. People will do that to you if you don't know your value. They'll pick you up just because you're cheap, even though they don't really want you in the first place. And when you don't know your worth, when you don't know your value, you'll let them do it. When you don't know your value, then what you do have, you'll let it go to waste. You've been given a lot. You've been blessed beyond measure. Without knowing you, I know that about you. But when you don't know what your value is, then what you do have, what God has given to you, you will let it go to waste. The prodigal son didn't realize how blessed he was. He went to his father and said, Father, I want my substance now. I want my inheritance now. I don't want to wait till later. Let me have it now and go about my own way. And his father let him have it. But because he didn't understand how much it was worth, he didn't understand how it could have been his future. It could have made his future. He went out and he partied and he drank and he lived a wild life until he looked up one day and everything he'd been given was gone. Every friend he had made along the way was gone. Every girl that whispered in his ear while he had money was now gone. All that he had been given, because he didn't value it, it went to waste. We even see stories in the news about people who win the lottery, who go from rags to riches, who are just regular, ordinary, everyday working folk. They win these millions of dollars and you think they have it made. And then you read about them 5 years later. They're broke. Worse off than when they started. Everything is gone. They're in jail or they're dead or all kinds of things because they don't understand. They didn't work for it. So often they don't understand the value of it. And so it goes to waste. It goes to waste. Even with us. Even with us. You know, when I trim my beard now, know, I like my beard like this, but I'm getting rid of a lot of gray. I'm getting rid of a whole lot of it. And I look at myself in the mirror, and I wonder, where did the time go? Where did the time go? I can remember it just like it was yesterday, that I can stay up all night. And then get up and go to work the next day. I remember at one point, I was doing everything. I mean, I got up at 2 o'clock, ran a newspaper route, got home by 6, took a shower, got dressed, went and taught middle school all day long. At 3 o'clock, when middle school got out, I went to coach basketball. Sometimes I'd have a game, get home about 10 o'clock, get up at 2 o'clock the next day. I did that for a whole year. And now if I tried to do that, I'd be in the paper. Y'all remember? Because I used to just fall over, or I go crazy and tear everything up. But I look back at that youth, that energy, that vitality, even at, you know, what I was working for. You know, I had a young family. I was working to make money, to make ends meet. And I look even at that. Where did all of that go? Where did it all go? But you will waste a lot of things. I didn't understand what was working. I didn't understand how important my youth and my energy was, and how important it was to put things up for a rainy day during that time. And so a lot of the things that God had given me, had blessed me with, because I didn't value it the right way, it's gone. I won't ever get back. There are many dangers to not knowing your value. There are many dangers to not knowing exactly what you are worth. But when you know, when you figure it out, when you understand what you're worth, first of all, you won't allow yourself to be undersold. You know, I still teach. A lot of kids think I'm joking when I say this, just talking. But I say it in a minute. They ask me a question, Mr. Jones, how do you know this? Mr. Jones, how did you do that? I'm Tyrone Jones. That's the only explanation I have. That's the only one I need. And so there's some things that I will accept. There's some things I will not accept just because I'm Tyrone Jones. So there's some things that aren't good enough for me. There's a standard that I have because I won't allow myself to be undersold, because I know what I'm worth. But not just that. When you understand what you're worth, when you understand what your value is, then whatever God gives you, be it great or small, you will make the most of it. You'll make the most of it. I'm always so impressed by the story my son tells about Brother Brown Sr. How all he had when he decided to leave Greensboro, Hale County, was his mind made up, whatever possessions he could fit on his back, and his own 2 feet. He took that little he had, and he walked that journey to Tuscaloosa, and he made a life for himself. He made a family for himself. Because he understood that this is all I have right now. But if I put it to work, if I put it to use, then I can make more out of it. When you understand what you have, you understand that God works by a principle of multiplication. God works to multiply. God doesn't just want to add to what you have. He wants to, and he promised to multiply what you have. The first command he gave to Adam and Eve was be fruitful and multiply. He said be fruitful and add. Be fruitful, and that's important. Be fruitful.